So here are all of my receipts from my John boat build. I have every receipt I've saved except for like 3 or 4. When I first started to build this boat, I wasn't planning on saving all the receipts, but then I was like, oh crap, I better save them because I want to know how much I spent on this boat. So here they all are. There's a lot of them. Most of these are from Academy. We got some from Walmart and a hardware store, Ace Hardware as well. So that's basically the 3 places I shopped for all of my John boat parts, except for eBay and Amazon. What I couldn't find at my local Walmarts or Academy, I went to eBay and Amazon, and I went ahead and wrote down everything that I ordered from there right here. I also went ahead and wrote down all of my paper receipts and all the prices and everything I bought. Also have how much I spent on the taxes and titles and all that stuff as well. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how much I spent on my John boat and kind of go over everything you need to buy and the prices of everything, because when I started this project, I had no idea how much it would cost. I had no idea how much I would spend, and I had no idea of all the stuff I needed to buy. So I'm gonna kind of go over all that and explain everything to you guys. The main question I got when building this John boat, or the main comments I got, was how much did I spend on this boat? And until today, I had no idea. Honestly, had no idea how much I spent. I wasn't keeping track, and I added up everything. I went through my eBay purchases and everything, and I was pretty shocked on how much I spent. So let's go through all these numbers, and I will add up on screen how much I spent on my John boat. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go through all this pretty quick and not make this video super boring, but we're talking numbers here, so it's probably gonna be boring, but it's information that some people really want, so I'm gonna try to give it to you the best I can. But the first thing I wish I knew about building John boats was everything I needed to buy. I had to buy a bunch of stuff and I had no idea what I was doing. If I had a list of everything I needed to buy from the get-go, that would have been awesome and would have helped me out for sure. I could have ordered everything, waited a week for everything to get here, and then I could have built the boat without having to wait for anything, and that would have saved a whole bunch of time. But I didn't have that list, so I'm gonna tell you every single thing I bought for this John boat, and that may give you an idea of what you need to buy for your John boat. Another thing is the prices that I paid, they may differ from what you pay. Like these are, I kind of went high quality. I wanted everything good on this boat. I didn't want to cheap out and get something crappy that would break and I have to replace. So I kind of went all out, but you don't have to do that. So my John boat cost me quite a bit of money, but that doesn't mean yours will. It's up to you on what you want to pay for and what you want to buy. Although my John boat costs a lot, don't let this discourage you because John boats do not have to cost this much money. I got the high-tech stuff that I wanted on it, and that is why mine costs so much. But keep that in mind, prices will differ. Things that you get may be cheaper, maybe cost more. This is how much I paid for it when I bought it. Of course, time changes prices as well. So we'll start with eBay. The first thing I bought off eBay was a fuse block, a kill switch, ring terminals, another fuse block. I figured I had to have 2 fuse blocks in this boat. 8 gauge connectors, 14 gauge connectors, 6 gauge marine wire, 10 LED lights, heat shrink tubing, 10 6-AUG ring terminals, circuit breakers, bilge pumps, large anchor, onboard battery charger, which is probably the priciest thing from eBay. Yeah, it was, which was $130. But my total eBay price was $379.18. So we will keep that total right here. Now we will switch over to Amazon. So I only ordered 4 things off Amazon, and that was just stuff I couldn't find on eBay. Off Amazon, I found some switch panels, 2 switch panels, and 14 gauge wire, the positive and the negative 14 gauge marine wire, which you cannot find on eBay. I could not find any. So for the total of Amazon was $100.02. So we'll add that to the total right there. Okay, and then the other thing I ordered online was another battery box from Academy, just because my local Academy did not have any more in stock. So for that I paid $12.97, which was almost double the cost with shipping and handling. But you know, I needed it and they were out. So add $12.97 to that. And that was the last thing I ordered online. So the rest of this is all from in-store purchases. And this is where I bought a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna try to go through this real quick and I'll add it up onto the screen here. So we got a 6-gallon gas tank, a fuel tank hose kit, some hardware, screws, red spray paint, outboard arm extender, cooler mount kit, which I ended up not using, 12-volt aerator, red spray paint, a collapsible oar, I bought 2 of those, 3-pound anchor, a boat seat swivel, carpet adhesive, a glue spreader, 30 pool noodles, which I used to put under the floor. I planned to use it in the deck, but ended up not using them. Hey, you can see them right there behind me. I only used about probably 20 or so. 3-inch deck screws, bolts and washers, gray paint, letter kit, 6 rod holders, a whistle, some more bolts and washers, screws, more screws. I bought a bunch of screws for this freaking John boat. 2-pack rod holders, a 12-volt boat battery. That was a pricey one, $127. A 12-volt battery car adapter, which didn't use. 2 cleats, a boat cover, boat fire extinguisher, boat covers support pole, base for nav lights, battery terminal kits, which I didn't use, outboard water flush, rod holder, cable ties, bilge pump plumbing kit, battery meter, anchor light, front nav light, epoxy, a whole bunch of connectors, butt connectors, stuff like that. 6 AUG ring terminals. We got 14 feet of carpet. So I paid like 36 bucks for this front carpet right here on the front deck. But on the back deck, I actually got all of that carpet for free. So I scored like 40 bucks of free carpet from Home Depot, just because I got lucky as crap from that. But saved me about 40 bucks on this build. So we got a battery box, a boat seat, liquid tape, 1/2-inch plywood, screws, fuses, more fuses, 2 inline fuse holders, a motor cover, 3 LED strips, which are right here by the way, a bilge pump hose, and a hose strap for the bilge pump hose. So that total of everything I bought in store was $784.88 plus $181.25. So add those 2 totals to that amount. This thing is climbing fast, people. Alright, so that was everything I bought online and the in-store purchases. So now we have the big ticket items, which these are the things that cost the most, and the big stuff like the boat itself and the trailer. So this is where the price of my John boat really skyrocketed and just went up high. So the boat itself, so I bought a 14-foot John boat from Academy. It was $829.99. That was brand new 2020 Alumacraft John boat. So like I was talking about earlier, how the price will differ, you don't have to buy a brand new boat. Like if you want to go cheaper, I would buy a used boat. You can fix it up just as good, clean it up. It will take more work, but you do not have to spend almost $1,000 on a boat. You can find probably a $200 one off of Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. Maybe your neighbor has one that's been sitting in the yard for years. Go walk over there, ask him if he wants to sell it. I wish I had a neighbor that had that, but I don't, sadly. So yeah, I went with a brand new one, $800. So we'll go ahead and add that to the price. That was pretty pricey. The trailer I bought from Academy as well. That was $599.99. Again, you can probably find the trailer anywhere online a lot cheaper. So I tried to look online for a cheaper boat first before buying a brand new one, but there just wasn't many options where I live, like no options at all. I found one, but it was about the same price as this, brand new. So I was like, man, that's stupid. Let's just go buy a new one. So I did. But if there was more options for me here locally, I would definitely would have went that route for sure. But I'm definitely happy too with brand new, because you know, first owner, no holes, nothing, and nothing to worry about. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the trolling motor. So I got a 45-pound thrust Minn Kota Edge, which honestly is probably too big for this little boat. This thing trolls too fast. I wish I could slow it down one more speed, but I can't. But anyways, that cost $419.99. Again, you do not have to pay $400 for a trolling motor. I wanted the foot pedal. I wanted certain options, so that is what I went with, which you can save. I believe there's one for $99 at Walmart or Academy, so you can definitely save a lot of money there. So add $419.99 to the total. Next up, we have the fish finder. Again, I got what I wanted. The fish finder was $541.29. It was on sale actually. It was $600, but it was $100 off, which I was happy about. Okay, the biggest item on this boat was the 8 horsepower outboard motor. And like I said earlier, I could not find, it took me forever to find a freaking outboard motor locally where I live. I found one earlier, the old one I made a video about, and it was just crap. It wouldn't start. It hasn't been started in years, and that was really the only option I found. So I bought that one, it wouldn't start, brought it back, and then luckily I found this outboard motor here, which is an 8 horsepower Mercury motor. I found that in Oklahoma, 4 hours away. So I had to travel just to find an outboard motor, and that's a great outboard motor. So happy with it. It starts up first pull every time. I love it. But that was the biggest item I had to pay for, and that was $1,300. So that cost more than the John boat and the trailer together, which was about $1,200. Add $1,300 to the total, and all the big ticket items alone, the trolling motor, the boat, the trailer, the outboard motor, the fish finder, that cost me $3,691, which is about where I thought I was on the entire build, but I was wrong. I was expecting to be at about $3,000 on this boat, which of course, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm hearing all these numbers, is just crazy. I think I mentioned everything. Let me see. Okay, I think we're done. So like I said, there's a few receipts that I did miss, and that was like the buckets of paint. I think I went through 2 buckets of gray oil-based enamel paint brushes. I didn't have any receipts from paint brushes. I went through a crap ton of paint brushes painting this freaking boat. Oh, sandpaper I forgot about, rollers. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff that I forgot about on this list. So we'll probably add 50 bucks, 100 bucks to what this total is now. But all right, so as you see right here, the total of that was $5,149.56. So like I said, I was not expecting to spend this much on my John boat project, but all these big ticket items added up pretty quick, and that's where I was at, which I'm pretty shocked about. But like I said, it does not take this much money to rebuild a John boat or to turn a John boat into a bass boat. This is just how much I spent on my stuff. I got everything I wanted on this John boat. If I wanted the foot pedal on my trolling motor, I got it. So yeah, you can definitely go way cheaper than what I did. I actually asked on Facebook, Tiny Boat Nation, if how much they spent, and I got a lot lower numbers than this. I also got some that were a lot more than this. So it really just depends on your build, how much it's gonna cost. So again, don't take this number for how much you're gonna spend, because that's up to you. I mean, you could buy a $200 John boat and trailer off Facebook, and then build a deck, a cheap deck for maybe 200 bucks, and you're there. So Do not think that you have to spend a crap ton of money, because you don't. But yeah, that's how much I spent on my John boats. For everyone that was asking, again, I'm shocked. I did not expect to spend that much money. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all got somewhat of an idea of what you need to order. I kind of went through that stuff real quick, but that was every single thing that I bought. I wish I knew that before. Knowing everything you need before you build a boat is great knowledge. With that, I wish I had. And now I have a box full of boat parts if I ever want to build another boat. Which would be fun, but honestly right now I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna enjoy this one, take it fishing. It's about to get colder weather again. That means fishing is gonna get good again. And I want to enjoy this boat every single day I can. So that's my plan. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all got a little bit of knowledge from it. But don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.